Now let's shift focus down south, ladies and gentlemen, to Bengaluru, where negligence, corruption and apathy continue to sting the common man of the city. Now, 2 days after a metro pillar fell on a bike, killing a woman and her 2-year-old child, a biker was injured after a road caved in due to a metro construction work, now causing the formation of a massive sinkhole. So a massive sinkhole was formed in the middle of one of the big roads of Bengaluru, and this biker was injured. Now, not just that, in Karnataka's Kolar as well, ladies and gentlemen, a 24-year-old girl came under a truck while trying to avoid a pothole. Pushpa was on a two-wheeler when she came across a pothole-ridden stretch. While trying to avoid it, she lost her balance and fell down. A truck which was right behind her mowed her down. Now, Bengaluru is the engine of Karnataka's economy, ladies and gentlemen, and the state is headed for elections. For the longest time, we have been hearing that the top agenda is identity politics. From love jihad, the wearing of hijabs, Tipu Sultan, to the ideology of the education system. That has been the top agenda for Karnataka's Netas. But here are some facts about the IT capital of the country. A 2019 study of the traffic situation in 416 cities in 57 countries put Bengaluru as the most congested city in the world. Bengaluru is the leading city for pothole-related deaths in India. In the wake of the 2022 floods, according to the ORR Companies Association that represents major IT and banking firms, the floods last year caused a loss of 225 crore to the industry. The BBMP has an annual budget of over 10,000 crore. In fact, the civic body uploaded its latest budget showing a surplus of over 3 crore. In the last 16 years, the BBMP has remodeled only 428 kilometers of the city's 842 kilometer network of storm water drains at a cost of over 1,600 crore and an estimated cost of over 4,600 crore for the remaining 414 kilometers. The BBMP has identified over 700 encroachments obstructing stormwater drains in the city. The Karnataka state government has said it provided over 6,700 crore for 3 years between 2018 and 2021 for the construction and repair of major and subprime roads in the city. Today on this show, we will try to go beyond politics. We will ask the representatives of the Congress and the BJP what is their plan, if any, to fix the city. But first, the CNN News 18 special report.
Loose pillars, giant sinkholes, killer potholes, severe waterlogging. Bengalurians are paying taxes for this mess. Days after an under-construction metro pillar crushed a mother and her 2.5-year-old son to death, no lessons have been learnt. This giant sinkhole appeared in the middle of Bengaluru's busy Brigade Road. The road suddenly collapsed while metro construction work was on nearby, injuring a biker.
And suddenly, I don't know. But the road is very clearly is there, but suddenly went over. Suddenly went over.
Within minutes of CNN News 18 reporting the story, officials scrambled to fill the sinkhole.
There is a major sinkhole that has in fact appeared where a biker hit this and met with a severe injury as well. But right now, therein the civic body swinging into an action. This major sinkhole is now getting filled with the concrete.
The apathy is not restricted to Bengaluru. A 24-year-old woman died while trying to avoid a pothole in Kolar. She was on a two-wheeler and lost her balance and fell. A truck came from behind and ran over her. With no end to this criminal and killer apathy, is the Aam Aadmi simply the last priority for our Netas?
And we're also opening our phone lines, ladies and gentlemen. Is fixing Bengaluru a priority for Netas? You can call us on that number on your screen, 0120-434-1895. Let's get to our guests. I'm joined by Lakshmi Gowda, BJP Karnataka spokesperson, Lavanya Balal, Congress spokesperson, as well as Saurabh Kumar, Director of Pothole Raja in Bangalore. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on CNN News 18 for this discussion. I have a basic question for the political representatives. Karnataka is headed for the elections. Lakshmi Gowda, I'll come to you first. What is BJP's plan to fix Bengaluru?
BJP, as usual, it is a BJP. It is there to deliver both the development and also also to protect our religion from the divisive forces within the country and also outside the country. First of all, we have delivered to our very people, to citizen, being a citizen-friendly government. We have given the biggest food security system. We have given the biggest health
My
security
question was
system.
very
We have
specific.
kept-
What is the plan
Yes.
to fix the infrastructure of Bengaluru?
Infrastructural development has been drastically improved since 2 to 3 years in Bengaluru, and the road density has been significantly improved as compared to the previous years. And infrastructural deficit was there all these years, and that has been drastically been filled by the BJP government, and we have done everything necessary. And these sinkholes, as we're talking about today, it's a geographical process. It is not done by any political party, especially by the ruling party. They are the geographical process, geographical phenomenon, basically being formed by the karst process. It's a kind of chemical phenomenon, and that is to be plugged immediately, and that we have immediately fixed the problem.
Right. So you're saying it's a work in progress. You are taking all the steps to fix the infrastructure of Bengaluru. Let's get to one of our callers who's just called in, Anand from Bengaluru. Anand, the BJP, which currently rules the government of Karnataka, says that they are doing everything they can to fix the infrastructure of Bengaluru. Your reaction?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. Anand, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. Basically, my small question is there. After the independence of 75 years, and we are just struggling for the roti, kapda, and makan and the sadak. Huh?
Right. Thank you, Anand, for sharing your perspective. That you're saying that at the end of the day, that this struggle continues for us, for Bengalurians, to have like a basic road and a basic infrastructure, because whenever it rains, whenever there's any kind of construction, these kind of incidents take place where a man is traveling and then a sinkhole appears in a road and they fall into it. Let's get to our Congress spokesperson, Lavanya Balal. Thank you for joining us on CNN News 18. You're out of power now. Do you have a plan to fix Bengaluru once if you come back to power?
Absolutely. The first step towards that is to ensure that the governing body is corruption free. One of the root causes for bad roads is also because the contractors who are involved in this work, I think, cannot afford to build good roads, or the roads that have to be built properly, because they are paying up to 40% as commission. Now, where is the funds left for construction of roads after this? That is one. And other thing is, we are looking at fixing the accountability. Every time when there is a death that happens like this, there is an inquiry, and the inquiry does not go anywhere, right? So this is something that the party is focusing on resolving. This is part of the discussion for our manifesto.
Right, and you're making this a central agenda of your manifesto. Right, let's get to some more of our callers. Niranjan from Bengaluru, go ahead.
Hello. Sir, in Bangalore, we have very good, efficient traffic police who collects fines very well. And, hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Right, let's go to someone else. Ganesh is also calling us from Bengaluru. Ganesh, go ahead.
Yeah. See, daily I'm seeing this on the TV. You are showing one or the other small problems in the Bangalore city, as if nothing happens in the entire country. Daily there is a negative news about Bangalore.
Right. So
nothing happens in the entire city, entire country. Only in Bangalore it is like that.
Right. So you're saying that these aren't problems in Bangalore? Is that your contention?
Ulterior motive, you are trying to image of the Bangalore.
Right. Okay. So you're saying that highlighting these urban issues is a smear campaign. Okay. Rangana from Bengaluru as well. Rangana, go ahead. Rangana, can you hear me? Right. We'll go back to our guest now. Saurabh Kumar, excuse me. Saurabh Kumar, you've heard both the political parties. BJP saying that the work is in progress. They will transform Bengaluru if they continue to be in power. The Congress saying that revamping the infrastructure of Bengaluru is at the top of their agenda. We've also heard some callers who are saying that while there are some problems, it's not that bad in Bengaluru as the previous caller was talking about. Your reaction to that?
Most of the metro cities that we keep getting complaints from are facing similar issue. Not to say that top cities like Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, Chennai, Kolkata need to be top notch. There shouldn't be any room for complaints like this. And there's a lot of work to be done, of course. I mean, I would also agree to the last caller too that this specifically the problem with respect to pothole is not only Bangalore specific. Uh, but given that, it will get highlighted because we are in the IT capital of the country, and here the news, even a single such incident will get highlighted, and we have to be ready with what we can do. I mean, see, this is not a peak monsoon time, but we still continue to get a lot of pothole complaints on our portal on a daily basis, not only from Bangalore, but different parts of the country as well, which says, very clearly, and it is very loud, that the problem still persists, and we are still not able to resolve that on, like a war footing basis, and people are unfortunately losing lives. So we have to be more, stringent and strict in terms of the advancement in technology that we can adopt, and that is only going to, ensure that citizens are, living their life more peacefully and more importantly safe, in their daily commute.
Right. Saurabh, you've been tracking this issue when it comes to the urban infrastructure in Bengaluru for a while now. Do you see this as a problem beyond the political parties? Because whenever we raise this issue, we get a war of words. Thankfully, that's not happening on this broadcast, but we get a war of words between the BJP and the Congress. But do you see this as a problem which is much above politics?
Of course, yes. This is, beyond politics. Bangalore has 14,000 plus kilometer of road network, right? And though we've been working on this actively, being based out of Bangalore, if let's say there is a circular saying that let's let Pothole Raja only maintain the entire road, we will also be struggling over here as a single entity. So it has to be a collaborative model, is what we have felt. The citizen engagement, the engagement of different companies who are a part of the city,
right?
The authorities, BBMP, BMRCL, BDA, all of these parties will have to come together to solve this problem. It cannot be solved. I mean, take an example. One part of Bangalore wherein how many engineers can actually go there and find out. But the portal can be developed in such a way that citizens are also active, and they know that if there is a problem that is reported, it will get resolved. Right? It has to end somewhere.
Right. So citizen engagement becomes an issue. That collaboration is not happening. Saurabh, we're getting some more callers to kind of like share their views. Rangana from Bengaluru, you wanted to say something? Go ahead. I think Rangana is still having some. Yeah, Rangana, please go ahead. I think Rangana still have. Oh, yeah, go on.
This is actually BBMP's. This is BBMP's failure.
Okay. I think we'll go to another caller. So go. Dheeraj is calling us from Bengaluru as well. Dheeraj, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So that the problem is none of the BBMP or anybody who responds to any of the problem we say about the potholes or the street lights or the roads, jumps, any humps. They will just ask us to put in some map and pictures, but they won't respond for anything. They don't even come and see the problem, what it is happening or what can be done.
Right. So you raise the problems with the BBMP, but the BBMP doesn't even respond. Okay. So, right. So that pitch is coming in from Dheeraj from Bengaluru. Kumar is also calling us from Bengaluru. Kumar, go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, I'm Kumar speaking from Bengaluru, Oskoti rural area. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Kumar, what was your question?
Yeah. Sir, I really appreciate your media, CNN, IB, which have been highlighting this regarding this potholes in the national level channel. And here I would just remind you the thing is the total BBMP commissioner is utter failure in maintaining this pothole roads, sir. I just would like to give you the information. Very recently in Old Madras Road, they have given a rapid concrete road. That is also, they totally got damaged because it is all 40% commissions where the contractors are getting it.
Right. So
and there is no quality roads on it. And
right.
maybe
So
we have
even
been
with the
least
commission,
bothered.
Raj, you're saying that you're not getting quality roads. Thank you, Kumar, for sharing your perspective. Raj Shekhar from Bengaluru, I'll just go ahead. Do we have? Okay, right. So there is anger on the in Bengaluru, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give the final words to our political representatives. Lakshmi Gowda, when it comes to these things that you're hearing from local Bengalurians, they're saying that the Commission Raj is still active. There is still a lot of corruption in the BBMP. Now, even Saurabh has raised this point that your community engagement needs to expand for you to solve this problem, as well as rallying the multiple agencies around Bengaluru to come with a concrete solution. Has the BJP not been able to do that? Lakshmi Gowda, go ahead. Right, I think we'll try to reconnect with Lakshmi Gowda. Lavanya Balal, that anger is still palpable on the streets of Bengaluru when it comes to the civic infrastructure crumbling in the IT capital. The BJP has said that it's still a work in progress, but as Saurabh has been pointing out, when it comes to citizen engagement, there are still a lot of gaps. When it comes to rallying the agencies together, there are still a lot of problems. What is the Congress's solution, and will you make this the #1 pitch for the elections, for the coming elections? Because you can talk about as much ideology as you want, but if the people don't have proper roads, if they don't have proper homes, what's the point of voting for either the BJP or the Congress?
This reminds me of the time when the Siddaramaiah government was in power. There was a suggestion that Bangalore should be split into different parts, or I think 3 parts. If you look at it now, when we say Bangalore, politically it is divided into 3 districts, right? Bangalore city has 3 districts, and then there is this whole thing about the CM himself controlling the BDA, or the Bangalore Development Authority Board. So I think that needs to change. And we have lost 17 lives in Bengaluru in 2020. 17 lives. It may not look like a big number, but if it is 17 people from our family, just imagine the pain that these families that have been ripped apart are going through. This is one of the main issues that we will be taking up, because this is directly connected to the 40% commission that Congress has been talking about, the 40% commission that the contractors have written to the Prime Minister about. This is in direct connection with that. When a state is ridden with corruption, there's no way the taxpayer or a voting citizen will get good infrastructure. And that should be the main goal. Right.
Lakshmi Gowda, I'll give you the final word. Congress saying that they will deliver the solution that you have been unable to.
That's a nightmare. When Siddaramaiah was in the power, he couldn't do anything to the government, to the Bangalore in particular, and to the Karnataka state in general. He has only given the false promises and give few bhagya, saying that he has only implemented the central government schemes at the state level and is trying to take all the credits to him. And that was totally farcical. But our government has been doing tremendous work with respect to infrastructure, development of roads, ports, and digital penetration to the villages. With respect to Bangalore, infrastructure has been dramatically increased from the 2 to 3 years. Infrastructure development has been dramatically improved, and we are still in the process of improving it. It generally takes more gestational period to be completed and to bear the fruits to the Bangaloreans. We are on the way of developmental process. We have been so much citizen friendly. We have taken all the citizen friendly measures. These sinkholes, potholes are the unfortunate incidents. Those lives we have lost.
I think we'll leave it at that. I think we've run out of. I'm sorry, but we've run out of time. But despite the, I'm sorry, we've run out of time. Lakshmi Gowda, Lavanya Balal, Saurabh Kumar, thank you for joining us on this discussion. But no matter what you say, at the end of the day, the problems persist. No matter what the Congress or the BJP says, if Bangalore truly wants change, please exercise the power of your vote. The elections are right around the corner. That's all we have to pack it on the show. I will see you in a short while with the late night edition.